God keep our land glorious and free. Oh, Canada, we stand on guard for thee. Oh, Canada, we stand on guard for thee.
And you've got it on 2K Sports for Wednesday night action in the NBA. Our game tonight featuring the Toronto Raptors as they go up against the Minnesota Timberwolves. Hi everyone, Kevin Harlan with me tonight, Stan Van Gundy and Greg Anthony. And Allie LaForce is reporting on the sideline. Already it's February. Hard to believe. Let's see how the West is matching up. You look at Minnesota, they're having a solid season. 5th in the conference and looking to move up.
Well, right now for the Timberwolves, this season has been, it's been solid. But they just need to maintain their place in the standings and get 100% prepared here for the postseason.
Well, look, they've performed to expectation. But I think this team can take it to another level if they get rolling.
And checking out Minnesota's opening lineup. Top of the forward, it'll be McDaniels and Randall. Guard and off guard, filled by DiVincenzo and Edwards. And it's Gobert in at the 5. And for the Raptors, perimeter pairing, Barrett and Ingram. Then there's Emmanuel Quickly. Then there's Scotty Barnes. And Murray Boyles in at the 5 spot. Shot clock at 2. Near the three-point line, it's Ingram. Nice defense from McDaniel. Minnesota comes into this one following a loss to the Grizzlies in Memphis. GA now in year 3 under Darko Rajakovic. The Raptors are staying the course.
His contract runs through next season, and he's all in on developing these young players and getting the best out of them.
Outside, Barrett. Good ball movement here by the Raptors. And here's Ingram from the arc. Quickly against Randall. Now here's Edwards. Tight defense on him. Randall a screen on Barnes. A shot by McDaniels, no good.
Not quite enough defense. That time around, just lucky he was off.
And again, no good by Toronto.
0 for 3 from the floor so far. Not the start they had in mind. They need to just take a breath, reset, and keep things simple.
Not enough defense there. Allowing Randall to get that close is a recipe for disaster.
Toronto, they've gone 0 of 3 from the field to start the game. Ingram against McDaniel. Ingram outside. 6 on the shot clock. The rebound by the Timberwolves.
They are 0 for the game thus far. 0 of 4 here, still looking for their first make.
Randall surveying the D. Pass to DiVincenzo. Gobert down low. Barnes on him. And Barnes sends it back.
Tremendous defense there from Barnes. That 7'2" wingspan coming in handy.
The Raptors making a switch here. Shed's checked in. Minnesota also making some changes. Reed comes in for Julius Randle. And it's Conley in for Dante DiVincenzo. Now here's McDaniel. We saw him with 29 points last game. He trains it as the shot clock ticks down. Now, Greg, this is an exciting part of the season, isn't it? The trade deadline is behind us, and we're going to start seeing guys around the league in new uniforms. The stage is set for us.
Yeah, we saw some teams make some moves to get better as we come up on the All-Star break. It'll be interesting to see how those new additions mesh.
And timeout called by Darko Rajakovic. This now will give him a chance to discuss some potential changes. Some changes for Toronto. Mamu Kelishvili is checked in. And it's Walter in for R.J. Barrett. Just over 2.5 minutes played here so far in the first quarter. McDaniels against Ingram. Clock is at 3. To end the drought. Reed with the rebound.
Yeah, I'm not sure if he's going to be able to shoot his way out of this one or not.
Pass to Conley. Outside, Reed. Here's McDaniels. It's hauled in by the Raptors.
Not really what we expected. You know he wants that one back.
Lets it go from the wing. Barnes can't get it to go.
I guess even he has to miss one of those once in a while.
Shot clock and game clock separated by less than 6 seconds. And here's Gobert, still without a basket. And here's Edwards from the arc. The shot comes out. Stolen by Conley. With 1 on the clock. And so it's Minnesota with their lead standing at 6 points here at the end of the quarter. They've been playing some inspired defense, giving up very few easy points. We'll get right back to the action when we return. And for those of you just tuning in, the second quarter of action is where we're at right now. And what do you guys think about Minnesota here in this one?
You could see they were well prepared defensively coming into this one.
KYP, know your personnel. So far, good attention to the scouting report.
On the court for Minnesota, Randall and Reed holding down the post spots. Dillingham is out there with Conley, and it's Clark in at the 3. Now, here's Quickly, coming off a stellar performance against Utah. Dan Nasreed is a much-beloved player with the Timberwolves, the 2024 Sixth Man of the Year award winner.
Yeah, he is, Kevin. I'm not sure the fans in Minnesota love anyone more than they love Nasreed, not even Anthony Edwards. They appreciate his consistency, the effort he brings every night, the energy, and yeah, the charisma on top of all the skill.
Right now, let's take a second to catch up with Allie LaForce on the sidelines.
Hey team, the Timberwolves coach Chris Finch said, "We're a team based on movement, cutting, and fluidity. That burden also falls on Anthony Edwards to move and accommodate his teammates. For his part, Ant said his focus is being what the team needs me to be, a leader by example, and showing them that I'm coachable." Back over to you.
All right, Allie, thanks a lot. Here's Dillingham. Clark outside. 6 to shoot. And that one clearly a foul. Gets the whistle and 2 shots coming up. So Anthony Edwards, the Timberwolves franchise player. GA, how good do you think he can be?
Well, some were ready to anoint him the new face of the league. But if they're to win the franchise's first title, there's another level he's got to reach.
Barnes is checked in for Toronto. Ingram comes in for Grady Dick. Timberwolves also changing it up. Rudy Gobert, he's checked in for Reed. McDaniels comes in for Dillingham, and Anthony Edwards subbed in for Mike Conley. And so Clark nails both of them. There are some who will say, GA, there are too many threes being taken in today's NBA. What are your thoughts on that?
Hey, if we're cutting back on something, how about free throws? The three-point shootout is arguably the best part of All-Star Saturday, but nobody wants to watch a free throw contest.
Now here's Ingram. Hasn't made one yet. Nice defense from McDaniel. We're now about 2 minutes into the second quarter. Gobert the screen. Edwards finds Gobert. Randall from outside. It's rebounded by Quickly. And finished off by Gobert.
Well, it's like Gobert's got magnets in his hands. He's led the league in rebounding before in his career.
Looking at the last game for the Minnesota Timberwolves, it was a loss to the Grizzlies. Here's Mamu Kelishvili, defended by Gobert. And it's Quickly missing. Here's Minnesota. points in a row. Good run for him right now. Has to go Bear. Edwards against quickly. Here's Randall. Can't hit the turnaround jumper.
Well, that one should be in his wheelhouse, but just off the mark.
Hamu Kalashvili passes to quickly. 55 seconds left to play here in the half. Here's Ingram. Minnesota with the rebound.
Well, he hasn't made a shot, and his team is losing. Time to find another solution.
And then Randall slams it in.
Don't even try to defend that. What a move, Julius Randle.
And he's got his first chance at the line here.
And you know, guys, he had a big game at the free throw line in their last outing.
Dante DiVincenzo. He's checked in for Clark. That free throw good from Randall. And good depth for the Timberwolves. It can be challenging sometimes, Stan, choosing who plays and who sits.
Well, Kevin, that's the kind of problem you want as a coach. But they've traded away a lot of draft capital to assemble this roster. Now it's about paying them to keep them together.
Naz Reid, he's checked in for Minnesota. And a little under 3.5 minutes elapsed in the second quarter of play. There at the pass to Ingram. To halt the run, and it's good on the way up.
Well, Ingram's showing you that ability to play big inside.
Timberwolves leading by 16. Edwards looking it over. Clock at 6. Nice D from Barrett.
Well, that's the look he wanted, but the defense doing just enough to impact that shot.
And so it's the Minnesota Timberwolves in command with a 16-point lead as the buzzer sounds. Their defense has been terrific in this game. And don't go away. We'll be right back.
Hey folks, happy you joined us. The action tonight a bit wild and a big deficit now for the Toronto Raptors.
I give credit to their opponent, forcing shooters off their spots, making them uncomfortable.
Yeah, it looks like these guys came in unprepared for that.
And we've got the playoff picture starting to come into focus now. So let's take a look at the Eastern Conference.
Taking a look at the Raptors, this hasn't been the dominant season they were hoping for. They've let a number of winnable games slip away, but do not sleep on them. Oh, sorry about that. They have the talent to kick it into high gear and right down the stretch.
And that'll do it for halftime. We send you back to Kevin Harlan, who has the second half call.
And with a big gap on the scoreboard, the second half begins with very different goals for these teams. One side trying to mount a comeback, one side trying to protect their lead. Nice game, great performance by Julius Randle.
Yeah, and just look at the numbers from the first half. He has been very efficient.
Yeah, it's not like he's getting everything at the rim. He's playing smart and just taking what the defense gives him.
The guard spots filled by Quickly and Barrett. In at the forwards, Ingram and Barnes. And Murray Boyles in at the pivot spot, manning the middle. So that's the 5 in the game for Toronto. Right now, let's take a moment here to catch up with Allie LaForce on the sideline.
Thank you, Kevin. Rudy Gobert talked about his objectives. He said, my goal is to be the best defender ever. And now my only focus is to win a championship and to keep impacting my team. Keep trying to make my team the top defense in the league. I think that's the best measure of an all-time defender. Kevin?
He can lock it down. Okay, Allie, thanks. So it's Minnesota now. The Raptors getting the bucket. Now Edwards. Scoreless thus far. And he hits it just before the shot clock expires.
Just a ferocious play by Edwards. Taking the contact, but staying committed to his finish.
Got a piece of it. It's stolen by Edwards. Down low. And Edwards with the stop.
Excellent on both ends of that play.
Yeah, the steal was sharp, but the slam topped it off.
And that is why you want to run off turnovers. Get down the floor before the defense is set.
Quickly kicks to Ingram. Back to Quickly. Barrett against Edwards. 5 to shoot. The high post shot. Barrett, no good. Minnesota leading by 18. And a 4-time Defensive Player of the Year, Rudy Gobert is improving his perimeter defense as well, Greg. It's helped his overall game.
Yeah, teams have looked to pull him outside and test his lateral quickness. But I tell you, he holds up better than you think, and we know his presence at the rim.
Barrett setting a pick for Quickly. Right side Barrett. Can they get it? It's hauled in by Edwards.
And a big lead for them on both the scoreboard and the backboard thus far.
The quick look, no good that time.
Yeah, not his best night in terms of shot selection. Lucky for him, his teammates have picked up the slack.
Pass to Ingram, launches it. The shot will not fall. And here's McDaniels. He'll bring it up for the Minnesota Timberwolves. They've only allowed 2 points so far here in the second half. Edwards. And he could not get that one to go. A lot of contact, and he'll go to the line for 2. Greg, Anthony Edwards is full of confidence, and it's beautiful to watch.
And rightfully so. Ant can do it all on the floor. As complete of a wing as you'll find in our league.
And he knocks down the first one. Well, Coach, we know there's a lot of expectations tied to a #1 pick. And sometimes they fall flat. But that has not been the case so far with Anthony Edwards.
Oh, it sure as heck hasn't, Kevin. But I think it starts with Anthony Edwards welcomed the expectations. He wanted the expectations, and he has pushed himself to play to that level on a nightly basis, and he's done it.
Now here's Ingram. He's a solid producer, averaging nearly 22 points a game. Clark against Barnes. Can they get it? And again, Toronto no luck. Timberwolves leading by 22. Puts it up from 12. Will not go. This is off the front iron. They've been struggling here on offense.
Yeah, a bit of a dry spell for sure.
7-second difference, shot and game clock. Ingram outside. Barnes screen on Clark. Ingram finds Barnes. That's good, and it's Ingram with the assist. Barnes has got his first basket.
And right where he wants to be. It's so dangerous letting Barnes get inside like that.
Got it off in time. And so it's the Minnesota Timberwolves closing out the quarter with a 20-point lead. It seems like nothing they do can go wrong as they string together one successful possession after another and are simply running away with this one. And we'll be right back after this. And let's take this chance now to show you the State Farm assist of the game.
And the winner today, the big fella here with the sweetest of dimes. What a plus it is to have a post player who's got this ability to find.
Yeah, it's pretty to watch. It's great to have so many big men in the NBA who can dish it like this.
And we reach the fourth quarter in a game that may be already out of hand. And a look at the 5 for the Timberwolves to start the fourth. Randall and Reed holding down the post spots. Hanging out there with Dillingham. And it's Clark in at the small forward. And Greg is a former point guard in this league. Give us your top floor generals of all time, the guys that could direct the floor and could control a game.
Wow, if we're talking traditional point guards, I mean, I gotta go Magic, Isaiah, CP3's in that conversation, Jason Kidd. But I've got a separate list for that hybrid point guard, right? Which that includes guys like Steph and Iverson, West, and the great Oscar Robertson.
Good on both. Here is Conley. Pass to Randall. Five on the clock. From about 19 feet. And it's Toronto with the rebound. They'll be playing host to Chicago for their next game. And that will be the third of 5 straight played at home. To the right side. From the arc. Dick can't get it to go. Minnesota leading by 18. Now Conley. Randall. He hits it from 9.
Yes, we've seen the range from Randall, but at his core, he's a big who excels around the hoop.
And Darko Rajakovic calls timeout. He's not taking any chances and wants to huddle him up right away. Big group substitution now for Minnesota. Gobert, he's checked in for Reed. McDaniels comes in for Clark. Edwards, he's checked in for Dillingham. And it's Dante DiVincenzo in for Mike Conley. Timberwolves on defense. About a minute and a half through the fourth quarter now. DiVincenzo against Quickly. For 3, Edwards. It's rebounded by Barrett.
And you could tell he thought that triple was going to fall.
Out to Ingram. Quickly looking it over. And a miss there on the triple. And so Edwards will bring it up for the Timberwolves. A great fourth quarter, just giving up 2 points. Ingram with the steal. Got it to go.
Well, the defense can't lose track of him. He's just too talented offensively.
Timberwolves leading by 18. Randall a screen on Quickly. Outside Edwards. Now Gobert. It's stolen by Barrett. That's tipped. It's stolen by Edwards. 1:33 left to play here in the fourth. McDaniels in the post. He's covered by Ingram.
And so just rolling to the finish line now in what has been a very confident-looking performance for Minnesota.
Their hard work on the glass paid off.
I tell you what, they're both excellent rebounding teams, and it was a tough battle underneath all game. And I think ultimately that earned the W.
And so checking out their record tonight, it'll mark win number 32 overall.
And so they win their first game against this squad. It's a 2-game.
And it's a great finish!
Oh, my.
Yeah, they've sucked the energy out of this arena. Tremendous effort on the road.
Yeah, and winning games on the road is huge, especially when you get them in such a convincing fashion.
Here's Barrett. There's 45 seconds left in the fourth. Barnes. Oh, and he feathers one right through. What touch! Randall with the ball. Now here's DiVincenzo. Edwards. That's in, coming off an assist from Randall. And the Timberwolves lead by 19.
And it's just competing, you know, giving your best when it matters most.
Yeah, they've got clutch guys on this team, and they never let up.
Down to 5 on the shot clock. So it's Minnesota winning this one easy. This one was over well before the final buzzer. The fans were waiting for something to get excited about, Greg, but they never got it.
They sure didn't. I mean, they just rolled to this win. They made it look really easy. What an efficient performance at both ends.
And that'll do it, folks. And for all of us here at the table, Stan Van Gundy and Greg Anthony and our terrific sideline reporter, Allie LaForce, this is Kevin Harlan thanking you for being with us tonight. And we'll see you next time